the board is, Brenda, do you need to turn this on or tell us how? Push the wrong button.
She's not going to tell me that. You'll mess it up, that little red line.
Thank you. Okay, the board has voted to we return to regular session at 7:04 p.m. The board met in executive session to look at the properties that have been auctioned and had some discussion regarding those. So the board has not had any votes or decisions have not been made at this time. Okay, so we need to go to item E, and at this time we need to fill in the blank, so to speak. So on the first one, trying to think how best to do this. If anybody disagrees with the way I fill in the blanks, then kindly protest. Thank you, I knew you would. Okay, number one, to accept a bid totaling $13,300 from David Adkins for the Hamlin Junior High property. $13,300 from David Adkins. I got that. Number two, to accept a bid totaling $11,200 from Dickie Adkins for the Pleasant View property. Number three, to accept a bid totaling $12,000 from Bridget Browning for the Hart's Primary Haydenville property. And number four, to reject all bids on the Hart's Intermediate School. Are there any questions? Any comments, any discussion? Ms. Browning, could you tell us the proper way to spell your name?
Yeah, it's B-R-I-D-G-E-T.
Okay. Well, somebody really did a job on it.
Sorry, it's in the paper as well. Sorry.
You didn't have to spell check.
You noticed we didn't have the same name.
No, she looked right at me, gave me a dirty look.
We did the same thing. Okay. All right, if there's no further discussion on the administrative items, I'll call for question. All in favor of all of the administrative items, A through E, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Yes. Any opposed? That'd be an all yes vote. So, congratulations to you all. We wish you well. You can get with Mr. Dana Smith there as far as the particulars of how to, the next steps and all. I think probably he'll probably be looking for money next, actually. But thank you all for your interest. We appreciate it. Okay, we'll go to the finance section. Can we have a motion, please? Mr. Curry? Second?
I'll second.
Mr. McCown? Bertie?
Okay, item A, scheduled invoices totaling $515,055.33. Those should have an attachment of that. Budget transfer of $67,280.74. And item C, I believe we're going to pull.
Yes, remove that table.
Let's just delete item C from the finance section, please, if you heard.
And you also should have got a copy of the March financial statements.
Yes.
And did you see, I kind of had one little number highlighted in there on our cash balance on page 1. That's about the lowest I've seen our cash balance here for my memory, long time.
So we're really looking for your money.
So this is under $1 million.
Yeah, and of course 200,000, well actually 226,000 is in CDs for the athletic facilities. So we just barely met payroll.
Now, is this the number that is not reflecting the last tax payment that we got?
Yeah, there's the tax payment that came in right after this.
And that was a total of about what?
It was about $1 million.
So that will, so we got that.
That's some, but it's just, you know, told you guys it's really tight here, it's really tight.
And when you said that the 200,
Athletic facilities, remember we did 100,000?
right, but I mean, is that
That's
included?
in,
That's included in this?
It's in our cash balance,
I thought that's what you said.
Yes, that's.
It was, right?
Yes, it is.
Suckers.
And, you know, like, we could have a little workshop, so I can teach you guys to read these financial statements, or you can ask me questions, kind of however, but, you know, I always kind of look at our cash, that's sort of the main thing to, until we start getting near the end of the year. And of course, that's kind of a red flag for me, it was a little low. But if you have some questions, I'd be happy to address you.
I would like to have a workshop.
A little workshop, okay.
Anybody else have any other questions for this or anything else? Yeah, I can certainly see your concern.
Yeah.
You've been fortunate here for a while.
We certainly have been very blessed to, you know.
That's why Mrs. Lucas, Mr. Minky, and the staff are hopefully done the proper, not the proper, but the necessary things as far as in the personnel season, so we don't go get any worse, I guess. Okay, if there's not any other questions on the finance section, I'll call for question. All those in favor of the A and B, we instruct C, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Yes. Anybody opposed? Being all yes vote. Okay, comments, concerns? Members of the board or superintendent have anything to say?
Superintendent does it, but
Superintendent gets to go.
we have two board meetings that we want to talk about the dates. And May the 21st, we have a board meeting set. And we were looking at the end of the year celebration like we did last year. And we were wondering if it would be possible maybe to have the board meeting earlier in the evening and then continue, since you're already here, and have our celebration at 6. I know, Gary, that's usually.
On the 21st, yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm okay to do that.
And what time did the first part begin, did you say?
Well, that was going to be up to you guys.
Oh, I see, okay. So still meet on the 21st for the regular board at 6 o'clock, to have the other thing before?
Oh, no, meet earlier for the board meeting and have our
Oh,
celebration
the other
start
one.
at 6.
Okay,
Yes.
sorry.
What time would you recommend?
It depends on how much you want to have on June.
Well, that could be anywhere from an hour to 6 hours.
Well, do you have to go over the budget that evening?
We don't necessarily have to go over the budget, but now, that night, we will adopt our budget for next year.
That's the big
So,
thing.
um,
I'm
depends
sure
on how
there'll
much.
be some other regular
detail.
business, but I don't know of anything at all right now other than budget.
Because we want to leave enough time to be able to get over there and,
And is it going to be at the high school again?
we hope that it will be there.
Are we meeting here and then going over there, or are we going to meet over there?
Could be over there. If we could, we just meet over there.
Okay.
That'd save us 5 or 10 minutes anyway.
We can probably set up in the
So we
library.
can
So
put
we
that
don't
on.
have to make a change and notify the public about the time change anyway.
Then when Brenda sends out her agenda, she can know where it's going to be at the high school.
Looking at maybe 3 p.m.
That sounds like, if, Bertie needs to go over and.
You know, I'm not gonna really need that much time.
I was thinking more 4:30.
Me too. Oh, really? Good.
See, the thing of it is, if we do not get through 6 o'clock, we could recess and finish it after the celebration, because that doesn't last
Yes.
with Mountain Air.
That's good.
We could do that.
So we're shooting for 4:30.
And if we get a little closer and see that we're going to have a really lengthy agenda, we'll post it around, Sean will help us post it around. So the public to know, but
10 to 4:30, 10 to 4:30 on the 21st.
at high school.
Also, the board meeting that we have set for June the 18th, that will need to be changed because that's when we are having our meeting in Wheeling. brought my calendar.
How about your one?
No, we're gone.
Okay, get that whole week.
Let's
So
see.
you want, looking before,
June.
week before or week
Well,
after?
actually, that Monday, I think is 17th. Okay. So we're gone. Reese is even changing this. 17th, or the following week, I think.
I actually have a meeting on the 17th.
But if we meet the next week, we're gonna have two meetings that week. So we're meeting on the 28th.
We're
Unless
not-
we just cancel the 21st.
But we're gonna meet on,
And have it
I
on,
mean, cancel the.
cancel the
18th.
18th and just have it all on the 28th.
okay, but we're gonna meet on the 4th, and we're not gonna meet again until, whatever you just said, 28th or something.
28th.
So that's like a long time for Bertie to pay bills and stuff.
Well, you know, we're gonna be really caught up by then because school's out at the end of May. It's not kind of like it used to be. So we're gonna have
Unless we have
a
it
lot
the
done up.
week of the 10th, if we had one the next week.
I'll be gone the week of the 10th.
Okay.
We can do the 17th if you do anything. They do? They still have the cell tower.
Okay, what's everybody's preference? As long as they don't have a problem in having like a 3-week gap there to pay bills and all, I
Well,
don't care.
I'm thinking about personnel.
What's
You
your
know, that might
17th?
be,
I'll just miss nothing.
June 17th is okay with you?
I'll just miss, yes, I'll make it work.
We're canceling the 18th, is this?
We're changing the 18th to another date, maybe the 17th, maybe. Yep. I think Mr. McAllister's saying the 17th, regular time.
Does that work for you, Larry?
Carol?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was mine. No, those were my concerns. 4 meetings.
Okay, I don't think Trish has anything else. Does anybody else have anything?
Just,
Mr. Sean?
The Boots Pritchard bid, what happened to it?
Well, the board felt in that instance there that going with the second highest bidder was the proper thing to do.
On the basis of the intent?
Well, I think considering that the board had purchased the property from the Adkins family and that they had an intense interest in it and had shown it for many years.
Okay.
That the board felt it was the moral thing to do was to go with the second highest bid.
Thank you.
Good way to put it.
Okay, anybody have anything else? John, are you?
Thanks.
Okay, if not, we'll adjourn this meeting until May the 7th, 2013 at 6 o'clock at the county office here in Hamlin. Have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Mr. McAllister made the motion, Mr. Wilkerson second. Is that an all yes vote?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
all and about 7:19.